Hey guys, what is up? I'm so excited to be here with you, and I'm really looking forward to this class. This is brand new just for this event, and it's about how to build 210 customers and make $7,683 in 21 days. Now that is a pretty bold promise, and I will tell you right now, you are going to get the three secrets that you have to know to exponentially grow your list, your business, your customer base, your sales, all of that good stuff. And we're going to go through that today because, look, the world just got a little bit different. It is not the same as it used to be. It's just not the same. And really, we're not going to totally go back to normal. We're actually not even just resetting. We are in a reboot. That's right. Literally, we've unplugged the machine from the wall and now we're plugging it back in, and everything is starting from scratch, really. In terms of business opportunity, this is a different world and things have definitely changed. But here's the cool part is that many of our biggest companies and our best companies in America have grown out of troubled economic times like we're in and what we're going through right now. Just look at some of these names: Procter and Gamble, IBM, FedEx, IHOP, even MTV was during troubled economic times. And just in the last recession, we're talking about the last great recession in the early 2010s, 2008-ish, look at these companies that grew to massive, massive multi-million, multi-billion-dollar companies. Places like Groupon, Instagram, Uber, Slack, Square, all of those were during the last recession. So what are you going to do? Because here's the deal. Change is the only thing that is permanent. Everything changes consistently and constantly. There is change all around us. Change happens. So what are you going to do to manage and navigate that change? Look, money doesn't move. Money doesn't dry up. It doesn't suddenly disappear in a bad economic time. The money is still there. It just moves from one place to another. That's the opportunity. Taxis for Uber moved money from the old way to the new way. Moved money from hotels and lodges to Airbnb. That was an opportunity of moved money. Sears moved money from brick and mortar retail to Amazon type retail and e-commerce. Money moves, and you've just got to take advantage of it. Let me back up just a little bit and just tell you about me a little bit. I was never the employee of the month. I kind of sucked at being an employee. It was not my thing, I really hated it. And constantly at my job, I would get done what I needed to get done. I was that guy that would do just enough not to get fired, right? And the other parts of the time at my job, I was always thinking of a master plan because I was the guy that wanted to get off the plantation. And one day I had a great idea. A friend of mine came to me and said, hey, we could flip a house. This is back when everybody was flipping houses, and house flipping is going to be so easy. So I bought a house and we were going to flip it. Matter of fact, I used to watch this show and I ended up getting to meet Armando one day. We were on the same presentation stage in Dallas, Texas, and I got to meet him, and I told him, I was like, man, your show inspired me so much, that I almost went bankrupt. But that's part of the story. So at any rate, we bought the house and we were going to do the rehab, right? And so it was dilapidated and really in need of repair. And we bought this house on the corner of two iconic black leaders, Joseph E. Lowry, who is a leader here locally in Atlanta, and Martin Luther King, a national icon. But for those of us in the know, just between you and me, You know, if you got a house on the corner of Joseph Lowry Boulevard and Martin Luther King Boulevard, two civil rights leaders, it's probably not the best neighborhood. And it wasn't the best neighborhood. But we got the house fixed up. It looked good. We've done the rehab. I go to do the walkthrough in the house, and it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 1-bath was turned into a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And we couldn't rent it because we couldn't get the money for a 2-bedroom that we could for a 3-bedroom from, housing authority. So I was not able to make the mortgage payments. And this picture that you see, that is not the before. That is after. That is after we let it sit empty and the thieves came in and ruined it. They stole all the piping, all the HVAC units, all the money that I put in, they stole and took out. And I was devastated. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea how I'm going to get out of this mess. And I was on a good job. I had a decent job. It was early 2000s. I was making like 50 grand a year, which was decent money. I mean, it was, I was single and it was doable, but I was not prepared to have 2 mortgages. I was doing fine with my current mortgage, but the house money that we bought with hard money, and it was ready to be called due. I had a huge balloon loan, and the pressure on me was tremendous. I just was feeling like this guy, like you're just about to drown with the weight on your shoulders and the water right here, And that's the way I was feeling until a friend of mine told me about eBay. Now, I had heard about eBay, right? I mean, I thought that's where you could sell used socks or something. I don't know. But I never thought about it as a business opportunity. And he told me you could sell almost anything on eBay. And I got into it. I got interested in it. I started selling used books. That was the first thing I started selling because I had plenty of those around my house. I'm an avid reader and I'm a techie guy. So I had a lot of tech books, and those were, they held their value. So I started selling stuff on eBay, and literally it planted a seed. And this is around 2001 when I got started. And by 2004, I had left my job and I was in business for myself, no longer in the shadow of a bankruptcy. I was doing well. And that is kind of how I got to be able to travel around the world. Did an American Express commercial. All kind of great things happened. And in the last 10 years, I've been teaching and training people on online commerce and digital marketing. And I have spoken around the world, dealt with some of the largest organizations, and really have had a very successful career. And one memory I will never forget is being asked to speak at the White House for the Small Business Administration a couple of years ago. Yep, that's me. That's the White House courtroom auditorium, and it was an amazing experience. But out of all of that, one thing I've learned over the years from the eBay times till now is that e-commerce is the vehicle which all selling online runs through. And the cool thing is I'm an e-commerce expert. And so when I take what I've known from selling over $30 million worth of stuff online and put it into the format of digital product, it really doesn't change. E-commerce is e-commerce, whether you're selling something on Amazon or you're selling a product to your customers using electronic commerce. All right. And so today I'm going to go over 3 secrets with you. And these 3 secrets are from 15 strategies that I have in my 5-figure launch pad. But, we have a limited amount of time today. So I'm only going to go through the 3 most important ones for you to understand for this success. And one of the things that I want you to recognize before we even get started is that getting traffic to your site is easy. It really is. That's probably the easiest portion of the whole thing. One of the hardest parts is getting good traffic. That's the tricky part. You want good traffic, traffic that's going to purchase from you, people that are going to follow you and buy when you say, hey, I got something, grab it. They're going to go out and grab it. That's what you want. That's the tricky part, and that's the part I'm going to help you with. So, secret number one, never let a visitor that goes to your site for your free offer walk away with something for free without offering to sell them something. Never let them walk away with a free offer without at least selling them something or trying to sell them something. And there's a good reason for this. One of the reasons is that people don't really value free stuff. Now, you see all over the internet, here's my free book, here's my free checklist, here's my free workbook, here's my free course, here's my free everything, free, 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 free. And people will take that free thing, but since they got it for free, a lot of times they won't use it, or they won't open it, or they won't read it, because they really don't value something that they didn't have to spend any money to get, right? So that's one of the secrets to why we want to offer them something. So let's look at this, and I want to show you, this is a diagram of a flow chart walking through a regular free offer. So the upper right part where I have 1, that's 200 people. So 200 people come to your opt-in page. And let's say out of that 200 people, about 35% actually take the offer, right? So 200 go in, 35% say yes to the offer. You end up with 70 people on your list that took your free offer. Fantastic. Those are good numbers. But what if we tweak that just a little? So let's say, if you follow through again, we have 70 people on the left, go to the offer, then we go to the right, and we're going to add one more page to your offer. We're going to offer them your core product. So they've taken the free, they filled out the information. On the thank you page, you're making an offer to your core product at $997. And let's say you get a 2%, just a 2% return on that. Only 2% of people that ever go to the page actually take. So out of the 200, we had 2%, which equals out on the right side that one person actually ordered your $997 product. So that yielded you now $997. You follow along, 200 go in, 35% of that 200, which is 70, go to your core page. They see your offer on that core page for the $997. Out of that 70, one person buys. That's a 2% conversion rate. Okay? Follow along with me. And you end up with $997. So suddenly, even though everybody came in for the free offer, you still walked away with $1,000 because you just made an offer. All of the other ones, 69 of them, did not buy the offer, but they're still on your list, right? So it says 68. I don't know why it came out 68, but it's 69 because 71 in, one buys, the other 69 go to your list. Make sense? Fantastic. All right, now follow along with me because here's the results. We have one core buyer at $997, 69 people on your list. That's what you get when you have that 200 people go to your website with a 35% conversion on the free offer, 2% conversion on the upsell. Feel me? Fantastic. Now, let's go deeper into the rabbit hole. How much further can we go in to see what actually could happen and what should happen? All right. So we're going to take this and we're going to tweak it one more time. Just one more time and watch what happens. Now what we're going to do is we follow from the left. We have the tripwire offer 35%. Yes? What I'm doing is adding 2 little boxes here in the middle. And those 2 little boxes are a mini course. So instead of going, because see, if I don't know you, if I don't necessarily trust you, trying to get me to spend $1,000 with you just off of a Facebook ad or because I happen to meet you at a conference or something like that is asking a lot for people to really, really trust you with $1,000 out of their pocket, right? But what if you took and made a mini course and sold the mini course for just $27? All right. Now they go to your tripwire. Instead of seeing your $1,000 product, they see a nice little $27 mini course. Where's the mini course coming from? It comes from your major course. You just take like one little segment of, your big $1,000 course and you teach it as a mini course. And then you sell the mini course to the people. Now look at our numbers. We've got, let me see if the numbers are on here. Yes, they are. We've got 30% that take your mini course. Remember before, we only had 2% that were taking your $1,000 course. But since this is an easy kind of commitment, $27, and you're going to teach me something from end to end, okay, I'll take the risk. Right? Now, 30% buy the course, that's 20 out of the 70, that's 21 people. You got that? So 30% of 70 is 21. 21 people pay you $27. That equals out to $567. I get it. It's not the same numbers as before. Because before we were getting one person to buy our $1,000 course. Now we got 21 people buying our $27 course. So how does that make sense, John? I can hear you talking to me in my head. Right? Well, let's go on and then look at the rest of this funnel for a better word. It's a funnel. All right. And so now after they purchase your $27 course, you give them, the people that paid you $27, you sell them an offer on the higher end course. They've already spent money with you. You've made a good case for why this product is valuable. Now, just before they get to the end, you make them an upsell offer to the full course at $997. Now we're looking at a 10% conversion rate. And these are averages that I've seen over the course of putting the 5-figure Launchpad consumers and customers and clients and partners together, and we've seen that we moved from a 2% conversion to a 10% conversion. And the main reason why that conversion rate went up is because these people have already entrusted you with some of their money. So you're showing it to a much smaller audience, right? We're only showing it to the people that purchased the $27 course or the mini course. So the mini course people, we try to upsell to our core offer. We're getting about a 10% conversion rate. So now 2 people instead of 1 are buying our $1,000 course. So put it all together, we're getting 21 people over, right? 21 people are coming over. Out of that 21, 10%, 2 people are converting. What is that funnel now yielding us? We're getting 2 core offer sales of $997 for like $1,994. And then we're getting all of the people, the 21 people that bought the mini course. So now we got 567 on top. Suddenly the funnel is worth $2,561. For every 200 people that we bring in, we're getting out on the other side 2,500. And we didn't change anything really in terms of traffic. All we did was change the funnel and the offer strategy. And that is what we can do with secret number one, really is not letting people come out, walk away with free without at least offering them something. So here's the results, right? 21 mini course buyers at $567, 2 core offer buyers. We've doubled the core offer buyers from the first new funnel to $1,994. And then all in told, we've got now 72 people on our list. Just think about that, guys. Before, we were giving away this free offer, right? And we get some people on the list, maybe the same 70, but nobody, we weren't even making them an offer. And now they've got something free they're probably not even going to read or do or execute on. And then you spend all this time trying to get them an email to just open the email, and the email rates suck, right? Your email open rates suck. So at least while you got their attention, get their credit card. That's secret number one. And here's the cool part. If you do this for 3 weeks, if you're getting 200, if you got it down where you can get 200 people to that site and get those conversions, you do that for just 3 weeks. That's a total of $7,683 with a small mini course up front and a $1,000 offer in the back end. Does that make sense? You following along? Excellent. All right. So let's get into the psychology of this. Why do people buy? What influences people to purchase from you online? All right. I'm going to take that same chart and just flip it on the side. So this is the chart that we were looking at here. All I did is isolate the first 4 and just flip it on its side. So it's not a different chart. I just want it to be used for what we want to use it for. And we're going to look at the 4 top reasons why people buy. Why do they buy? Number 1 reason people say is product quality. All right? That's the number 1 reason people buy a product, is because of the product quality. Number 2, free shipping. 3, easy returns. 4, customer reviews. So that's great for the e-commerce person that is, doing hard goods. But what about soft goods? What is the difference? The only difference with soft goods is the free shipping part is not part of it. Soft goods, talking about services, education, courses, things like that. It's still number 1, the product quality. Number 2 is easy returns, right? So if you're talking about buying from Amazon, I want to be able to have free returns. If you're talking about buying soft goods online, people want a guarantee. The better your guarantee, the more they are likely to buy, right? So if you got a high quality product and an easy return satisfaction guarantee, along with good customer reviews, you're really hitting all the bullet points that people are wanting. So if the number 1 thing, over 56% of the people polled say quality is the most important part, then that's what you and I want to focus in on. We want to focus on the product quality. So let me tell you this story about this quality product called Febreze. Febreze was created, and it's I don't want to go into the deep details of it, but basically it's a chemical reaction. You spray Febreze in the air and it actually grabs the odor and brings it down with the aerosol. That's what Febreze actually does. It's clinically proven, right? When Procter & Gamble got the product, they were like, wow, this is great. This is so awesome. This will remove odor from clothes. And they said, this is what we need for smokers. So their house wouldn't smell like smokers, or cat owners, so their house wouldn't smell like cat. Here's the deal. They released it, and they released it as a cleansing product. So when you're cleaning your house, right, you use this to remove the odors. And that's what they launched it at. So they launched it in the grocery stores on the cleaning aisle. All right, because it helps your clothes smell cleaner, helps your house smell cleaner. That's what they did. And literally their launch of the product was horrible. And the follow-up weeks were even worse. It was literally the worst launch product that Procter and Gamble ever had. They were losing millions of dollars on this product, right? And the deal was, what they ended up doing is they were like, because they knew the product worked. I mean, it's a chemical product and it really, really works. So it's like, why are the people not buying it? You have something, and many of you and I have been there. We have a great training. We have a great course. We have a great thing that will help people, and then people don't buy. And so what they figured out is they wanted to find out how people were using the product. So they went to the people that already had purchased their product and got customer feedback, right? What did they do? They used their list of customers to do a survey. And so that's kind of where you are, right? You've got a list. If you've got a list, then what's next? What do you do with your list, right? Well, long story short, they went out, Procter & Gamble, talked to their customers, and basically asked simple questions. And they followed them around and said, okay, show me how you use the product. And one specific person, they went in her house, and her house smelled horribly like cats. She had like 8 cats. And the deal was, what they realized was, as they went from place to place, many of the places still had odors, but you had this spray that could remove the odor. What they realized is that people became blind to their own odors, right? So the lady with the cats, she didn't even know that she had a cat problem with the odor because she got used to it. That's just the way our oral, whatever you call that, or whatever. I'm not going to use the wrong word. It's the way our nose works. There, that's the best word. All right. So, but that made them understand that there was a disconnect between the odor and the thing that could remove the odor. So while they were doing these, basic customer reviews and walkthroughs, one lady would actually take Febreze and spray it in the air after she was done cleaning. And they say, why are you doing that? And she's like, well, that's like my last part. It's all clean, and now I just use that to freshen the air. And it was an aha moment for them. So they moved the product from being a cleansing product to an air freshening product. So no longer was it just about removing it from the couch and your odor from your clothes, the smoke. It became removing it from the air and giving it a free and fresh scent. So before it was non-scented, they added a scent to it and put it in the scent aisle. And today, it is their biggest product. It's a multi-billion-dollar product. So the key from this is never assume, right? Don't assume. What you want to do is ask. If you ask, you will find out so many things that are going to help you make a higher quality product. See, the product, Febreze, was already a quality product, but it wasn't positioned properly because they assumed that the customer would use it this way without taking in the understanding that nose blindness was actually a thing. So no longer do you want to assume. What you want to do is ask. So you're asking me, I've got a list, John. What's next? We just built a list, John, with 72 people, and we just made, all that money on the list, but what's next? The next thing you do is ask your list. All right? It's like a focus group. I remember back in the day, I used to make money. I would go through the newspaper want ads. Yes, newspapers. And they would talk about focus groups in your area. And I would get paid like $30 and a free meal to go to a focus group and sit in a room, try a new product, and then there would be a lady that would ask us questions, or a man that would ask us questions, and there would be a glass wall there, and people would be watching us. And they would pay us to be in a focus group and ask questions. The cool thing is today, you don't even need to do that. You can do that with 3 simple steps. You don't need to get a bunch of people in the room and pay big money or any of that. You can do that now with 3 simple steps: email, a survey, and then how you analyze or how you take that and really process the data. All right, to make the data that you get actionable. We're going to go through that real quick because the first part is writing the email. You have to write an email to your list and simply ask them to fill out your survey. So if you got those 72 people we did for those 3 weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to write an email to that list and ask them to fill out our survey. On the survey, we're going to set it up in tools like Google Forms or Jot Forms or any of SurveyMonkey. Any of the survey forms will work, right? So you're going to set up a survey in one of those tools. For this here, I'm going to show you in Google Forms. And then once you do that, you want to analyze it to determine who the audience is, what they want, and what they want to buy from you. Not just what they want, but what they want to buy from you. All right? And we're going to determine that through this survey. So here's the questions. When you're asking, I keep it to between 3 and 5 questions. This one has 6, but the last one is really not a question. I'll go through that, okay? So here you go. The first question: what is your biggest challenge with blank right now? You want to leave that wide open. I have consulted with people, and they want to put multiple choice here. No. Not multiple choice. You want to leave it open. You want people to use the words that they use and explain as much as they want to. So give them plenty of room to put their answer, and don't try to use bullet points or give them options here. Let them go with their own flow. Question number 2. Which one best describes you? All right. Now, you don't have to use yours just like this. This is mine. But what you're trying to do is start narrowing people down so you can put them on different lists, right? So what best describes you? Mine: are you a full-time income or do you have a day job, right? There's differences between people that are actually full-time in what they're doing and those that are day jobbers. So there's going to be different language that I could use. So that's what I'm trying to figure out with this bucket, right? The next question: which of the following best describes you? So for what we sell and who we service, I want to know, are you a speaker? Are you a teacher? Are you an author? Or are you a coach, right? Or are you just a newbie getting started and don't know exactly where you are or what you're going to do? And then I even put an other. That's an optional thing. If somebody's other, then I let that be there. If you don't want that, you don't have to have that. That's cool. All right. Now, this one is very important. What's the overall size of your business? Why is that? Because if you're doing under 10,000 a year versus somebody that's doing $1 million plus a year, the conversation is going to be completely different. The needs are going to be completely different. So this is me segmenting out my list based on how big your business is and how successful your business might be at that moment and point in time. That's very important. All right. Next. What is your primary niche? I just want to know from you what you think your niche is, what your customers are that you're trying to service, and who you're trying to reach, right? Who is your target market? So that's my 5th question. And then, like I said, I have a sixth question, but it's not really a question. But I say here, last question. Last question. Make sure on your last question, whatever your last question is, tell people it's your last question. Just do it. Trust me. There's a conversion reason for that. Just do it. Okay? So last question, and I tell them I'm giving away a $25 Amazon gift card in the drawing. And if you want to be a part of that, give me your name and email. So that's my 6-question survey. All right? Once they take your survey, the next thing you want to do is analyze it. All right? So you want to use some analysis to get the information you need so you can segment your audiences, you can find out their needs, right? And once you do that, you have done what we talked about in the beginning. You will take that information and make your product better. Do you see how you can do that? If I know what your target markets are, then I understand, look, if I got all of these people, just like Febreze did, they got all of these people that were using it the wrong way, then they had to change their messaging. They changed their commercial. They changed their packaging, and they added a fragrance to it. How did they get to that? Because they analyzed the data. The data you get, you need to analyze. I've actually had a product that I was selling, and I thought we were selling it to one segment of the population. I thought we were selling bandanas, and I thought, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We were selling the bandanas, and I thought it was just for, hip hoppers and rappers and black people. Really, that's what I thought. And when I analyzed the data and did an ask, I found all kinds of people all around the world that were ordering from us for a completely different reason, or they were from a completely different demographic. And so that made me understand how to position my product. All right. Now we're into secret number 3, and this is where the money's at. All right. Secret number 3 is all traffic is not the same. All traffic is not the same. There's 3 types of traffic. There's paid traffic, earned traffic, owned traffic. Let's break it down for you. Paid traffic, very, very easy. I need some water. Hold on. All right. You still with me? We're going, right? All right. So paid traffic, Facebook, Google ads, things like that. Very stupid simple. You understand what paid traffic is. I don't have to explain that to you. Earned traffic. This goes back to what I was just talking about. This was the bandanas that I was selling. I earned traffic because people kept asking me how to fold a bandana to look like Tupac. Yes, believe it or not. The dumbest thing to me in the world, because I'm African American and we know how to fold that. We know the look. We just know it. I don't know why we know it, but we know it because that's how Mama does the hair and keeps your hair. I mean, we just know it, right? So the deal was I was getting all these people asking me how to fold a bandana like Tupac. Of course, this was early 2000s when I was starting up my business, and I got so tired of answering that question, I made this video, how to fold a bandana, and I showed them in the video how to fold a bandana, posted it on YouTube. I used to just, when people ask me the question, I give them the URL to the YouTube video. Long story short, man, that video went ballistic, and we had over 300,000 views of that video, and I sold tens of thousands of bandanas from a free video I put up on YouTube. That is the definition of earned traffic. You create something, you put it out into the world, people go, watch it, ingest it, download it, whatever. You've earned that traffic. All right? And then owned traffic. Owned traffic are the people that are on your list, right? That's that page that has a headline, an offer, and a call to action form, right? That is the owned traffic. So those are the 3 different types of traffic: paid, earned, and owned. The owned traffic are the people that are on your list, right? Those people, those 72 people that we got from the 3 weeks, those are the money people. Those are the people that are on our list. And I'm going to go through this money tree on the right-hand side just to give you an understanding of how to use your list and optimize it for better results. Because see, the deal is everybody, when you first talk to people, they just like, I need more traffic. I need to be on more stages. I need to speak more. No, you probably, look, you want to make more money. The money's in the list. The money is not in going on stage or doing, podcast. And that is getting the people on the list, yes. But once you get them on the list, how do you make that list really pay? Well, the more leads you get, times conversions equals customers. Leads time conversion rate equals customers, right? So more leads can equal more customers, or better conversion rates can equal more customers. So you don't always need more leads. Sometimes you need to be going back to figure out your conversion rate and how you can optimize that. That's why we take and the stuff we learn in our analysis from our survey to get better conversion rates so that we get more customers from the current traffic we're already driving. That's how you can make more money without having to have any more traffic. Work on the conversions, right? Let's go to the next part of our value prop ladder, right? Making more money with this list. If you have customers, now these are people that have already bought from you, times the number of transactions, times the average dollar sale equals the revenue that you put in your pocket. So let's break it down. Again, if we have more customers, we get more revenue, right? Stupid simple. More customers, more revenue. More transactions also equals more revenue. That's meaning the same customers that have purchased from you, if they come back and purchase one more thing from you, you literally double your top and bottom line. Do you get that? If I have 10 customers and they spend $100 with me, that's $1,000. If I get those 10 customers to spend another $50 with me, that's $15,000. Does it make sense? Did I say that right? 1,500? You get it, right? It's either 15 or 1,500. I don't remember what numbers I used the first time. All right, but do you get that? So if I can get the current customers I already have without having to add any more leads, any more traffic, even any more customers, if I just get the current customers that I have to spend more money with me, that automatically gives me more revenue. And of course, increasing the dollar value of your item. So yes, there is a case where people will sell a course or an item and they will sell it at like 97, 197, 49, 67, whatever number there. And then I come in and we look and I'm like, wow, this is a very valuable course and you have a very valuable audience, but your price is saying something to that audience and the price is too low. Yes, there's often times where, look, if I have a women will tell you, if I have a trunk load of name brand purses and my price is 1/3 of the price at the store, immediately, what do you think? They're fakes. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to buy, but immediately you're like, those are fake, right? Exactly, because the price speaks to you. So oftentimes, there are things that might be underpriced, or there's things that are overpriced. But if you can raise your dollar value of a sale, you get more revenue. That's basically what McDonald's does when they say you want to supersize that. Or would you like to make that large? Or would you like a drink with that? Would you like fries? What they're doing is increasing the average dollar spend. And that was the whole thing that we did with secret number one, was increase the average dollar. All right? Making more money with the list. We're at the bottom part of the value ladder here. Revenue times margins equals profits. And I'm not going to go too deep into this right here because we're almost out of time. But streamlining your operations, meaning that being able to deliver your product more efficiently, can add to your profits. So if it doesn't cost, or if it costs less to actually deliver your products, then that reduction in operations becomes profits for you. All right. Elevating your brand could equal more profit. You don't change anything. You just elevate your brand. You go from a no-name purse to a Michael Kors. Literally the same purse, but one's got a brand on it. That can be more profitable by elevating your brand. And vendor relationships, relationships are just important all the way around. If you have somebody that's actually providing you service or providing you part of the physical goods and they're a vendor for you, if you can get your vendors to give you price breaks based on volume, that again becomes more profits for you. So that's the value ladder. More leads, more customers. Better conversions, more customers. More customers, more revenue. more transactions, more revenue. Increase dollar size, more revenue. Streamline the operation, more profits. Elevate the brand, more profits. Vendor relationships, more profits. Are you guys getting this? It's all about the money, man. It's all about making more money, streamlining your operations, getting people on your list, offering them something that they want to buy, right? And pricing it right. Are you getting this? Yes or yes? Yes. I remember when I met Ice-T, what was that, last year? It was last year in New York, right? Ice-T and Coco. And he told a story, man. And I'll never forget the story. He said, look, when you see those people on the yachts with the video and they're popping bottles and walking around looking like a champagne and bikini party, he's like, trust me, they don't own the yacht. Matter of fact, the yacht owner is downstairs on the phone making deals. I'll never forget that. That was just such a vision for me, because you don't get yacht sized, right, by popping bottles of champagne all day. It's about what you do in the office downstairs, right? So some days I'm upstairs, like right now. I'm downstairs with you, me and you. We are downstairs on the yacht making business calls, right? So let's recap. Secret number one, never let them walk away with a free offer. Try to sell them something. And people always, or why is because people don't always value that free thing. All right. Secret number two, you have a list. Ask your list. All right. And then secret number three, all traffic is not the same. You got it? Those are the three secrets. So let me ask you a question. I know that was a whole lot, and we spent a good amount of time covering a lot of stuff. But who wants to have a tool that will help them take their sales to the next level by doing and showing the things we just talked about in terms of profitability? Who wants a tool that will take their sales to that next level? Fantastic. Here's what you do. All you got to do is text CALC, C-A-L-C, to the number 513-866-3571. It's a free launch calculator. It's a funnel launch calculator. It's going to actually show you how your steps in your funnel can be optimized to make more money. So to get this free offer, simply text CALC to 513-866-3571. CALC 513-866-3571. Go ahead, do that right now. I will send the funnel launch calculator over to you. And at the bottom of the funnel launch calculator, there's also an automated 10% funnel calculator, which once you put your numbers in, it will automatically show you what 10% increase in the steps inside of your funnel will bring you, what that will yield if you just tweak it. Just by 10%, you'll be amazed at how much better your funnels will perform. So grab this free offer, the funnel launch calculator. Text CALC right now to 513-866-3571. My name is John Lawson. I had a great time with you. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I'll see you again on the other side when we're working together. All right? I'm out of here for now. Peace.